On October 21st, 1966, in the small Welsh coal mining town of Aberfan, approximately 150,000 cubic meters of mining debris surged down the mountainside, of which 40,000 cubic meters were swept into the village, creating a thick slurry that was 12 meters deep. Spoil tip number 7 was approximately 111 feet tall before it collapsed, and after several days of heavy rainfall, it turned into a landslide that hurled into the village at 50 miles per hour. It was located right next to the edge of the village, and right behind the Pantgles Junior School, which was the main building affected by the collapse. It resulted in 144 fatalities, 116 of which were children between 7 and 11 years old. A spoil tip is essentially a mountain of mining debris and waste that is removed during the mining process. The spoil tip in Aberfan had been collecting since 1869. This photo depicts what the village of Aberfan looks like today, 55 years post-disaster. Although the town looks spotless, the disaster still looms large over the town's population. At the time of the disaster, there were no UK laws or regulations that governed mine and quarry waste tips, and the steep hillside above Aberfan was riddled with natural springs, and the coal tip had been collecting precariously on top of porous sandstone. The specific cause of the collapse was a buildup of water inside the waste pile. A small rotational slip occurred, and this disturbance caused the fine material on top to liquefy and flow down the mountain. The tribunal found that the tips had never been surveyed, and at the time of the landslide were continuously being added to in a chaotic and unplanned manner. The UK's National Coal Board was found liable and paid out €160,000 in compensation, 500 for each fatality, and money for the traumatized survivors. The disaster was entirely preventable. It really just came down to poor judgment, mismanagement, and human error, highlighting the importance of properly monitoring zones that can be considered geologic hazards. This is a picture of Godrers Graig Primary School in Wales, which was closed permanently as it was found to be at risk of a landslide. The Aberfan disaster looms large over the UK, and no one wants to be the next Aberfan.